I'm here with geese. So, the plan was to talk about multitasking in this video. However, it seems nothing I do ever goes to plan, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to eat this fine McDonald's double cheeseburger, quarter pounder with cheese, add mac sauce. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll do that at some point. But I also need to do stuff on my phone, and there's only so much time in the world. So, the geese are here. They're here for our support. Oh, right, that's okay. So, the plan was to talk about multitasking, but it turns out I will be multitasking, which is something we can talk about. So multitasking, you cannot multitask, at least not as a man. A man goes in one direction at all times. I don't know if that's true for women, but men are much more linear in their focus. So, yeah, that was it. Download an app so you can do stuff. Now, I realize that some of my audience is going to be more of the we call them the retention guys, the guys that retain their bodily fluids. But here's the thing. So I'm intending on donating plasma, not because I am completely ineligible to donate blood at the Blood Institute. That's a long story. Basically, they had some false positives, and they think I am some sort of hepatitis carrier, but I'm not. So, I had other tests done. So I'm going to donate plasma for money, because while we might consider, so you can't multitask. I just rolled down my window and I couldn't take a bite of my cheeseburger. So, while you can't multitask, what was I getting at? CLS. Okay. So, I've got a lot of plasma. I know how to make plasma, and there's people out there that think, oh, if you retain every single one of your bodily fluids for your entire life, you'll ascend to godhood, and then you're one scrape away from death. But, I'm eating this cheeseburger. So, having read into alchemy, which is something I mentioned in my last video, let's see if we can get a little bit better lighting. Hold on. Use the cop light. It doesn't work. Come on. Work. I have a cop light on my car. That does something, I guess. Seems like a bit of a waste of energy, though. Alright. So, you can impregnate food. It's just the word. You can impregnate food. So you basically, you got this fine quarter pounder with cheese, add mac sauce in front of you, and you think about something, and while you're thinking about it, while you're eating it, you impregnate the food with the idea, and then it gets absorbed into your body. Can't remember exactly what I was thinking about while I ate it, but I immediately talked about it. So I impregnated the food with that thought, and I forget things easily. We can read it back on the playback. Anyways, so yeah, basically what I was getting at, you got money. Like, the money is not necessarily currency, and currency is not necessarily dollars. So the thing that we can do is we can trade certain types of money for currencies. So, like, we can use prostitution as an example. Personally, I'm against prostitution being illegal, but that's just me. I need the money. We trade something that is money, that falls under all the specifications of money. I'm not going to list them off, but there's 7 qualifications to be money. You can trade dopamine for dollars. Everyone trades in dollars, and since everyone trades in dollars, it becomes a currency while still being money, since you can split up $1 and it's acceptable and all that. It's tasty, okay? Like, if I wanted to eat a cabbage, then I would eat a cabbage. But a Big Mac with cabbage on it would be really good. So, yeah, so let's recap. Can't multitask, impregnate food, and a Big Mac would be tasty, or it would be tasty with cabbage. Like, I don't know, we got geese here. So, I'm donating plasma, or changing plasma into money, so we can get more, because my plasma is going to be worth I'm expecting my plasma to be worth less than whatever they're giving me in terms of money, and that's kind of how trading works. Is this is valuable to me, and so I'm going to give you something that's valuable to you, but what you're giving me is more valuable to me, even though what I'm giving up is valuable, because obviously I'm going to experience some sort of tiredness while I have recently given plasma. But the thing about that is all you have to do is just kind of eat some bananas, and plasma is made from enzymes, so you eat enzymes, your probiotics, your fruit, not necessarily vegetables. Vegetables are better for minerals, but a lot of fruits, berries and all that, and you'll recharge your plasma, and plasma is useful. So yeah, downloaded that app. We can do a little multitask. You can watch me set up an appointment at this they're not blood institute. Cool, yeah, just modern day technology. Alright. See, you cannot multitask. It is impossible for me to shoot this video with some amount of direction while still giving directions to my phone. So we can talk about that. Hey, let's talk about direct, like giving and receiving. So we've talked about impregnating, and we've talked about direction. So something that is both male and female, has male and female characteristics, will give as well as receive based on how it's perceived. So we can take a phone and we can give it directions, but if we are more passive about it, the phone will give us directions. So we need to constantly be vigilant as to what we are consuming, and we need to consume intentionally. Blah blah blah. Okay, yeah. Okay, all right. Book now. Yeah. Okay, all right. 50 smackaroos for 3 hours. Hey, it's not too bad. The hell? Okay, I was asking for a cable bill. I'm like, I do not pay for cable. It's just one of the things. Proof of address. All right. Book now. Book me today. Let's do in the afternoon. Okay. Oh, you get paid based on the time you come in. So I will be choosing 2 o'clock. Base payment and a time incentive. Cool. Alright. So, as a man, you need to constantly be doing something, or else you are kind of squandering your existence here. Which is kind of what the punishment is in the book of Genesis, blah blah blah. Anyways, if you ain't doing something, something's doing you. And yeah, so like I have a cavity right now. So the longer I don't do something about the cavity, which is literally remove the cavity, which would cost me a lot of money that I don't have at the moment. It gets worse and worse and worse, but the doctor is going to charge me negligible amounts more for each, like week or month that the cavity remains there. Problem is, I've got cavities everywhere because I am a little addict that likes having comfortable little things that really destroy me, and really bad about brushing my teeth. So I'm gonna eat this third bite of my quarter pounder with cheese at mac sauce. See, I wanted the double quarter because it was in my face, but I chose not to, because having an extra patty of McDonald's beef not be in my interest, but having some mac sauce in my life, that's in my interest. Alright, I think that's gonna be enough for today. 3 is the magic number for bites on camera. So, I'll check you guys out when I check you out. And, thanks for listening. If you want to leave a like, you are required to leave a like if you want to, because that is something you can take advantage of. It helps me, it helps you, it helps everyone if you leave a like. Make sure to comment on what you thought was interesting in this video, and subscribe.